What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to G Myers World Podcast, and right now we're going to be taking a look at Week 9, the Sunday games, November 5th, 2023. We're going to be jumping in right to the NFL Frankfurt games overseas. It was the Dolphins and the Chiefs, and pretty much what happened was we got to see something from the Chiefs that I don't think we've seen in a very long time. Defense. Now, before we start making fun of Tua and him fumbling the snap or whatever the hell he did when he had a chance to, actually tie the game up, the Chiefs' defense was actually very dominant in this game. If you look at the numbers and the way that they played, if they're able to play defense like this going forward, and Patrick Mahomes is able to kind of figure out the offense a little bit better, this can be a very, very dangerous team. I do want to point out, though, that Tyreek Hill had a whopping 8 receptions for 62 yards. So that should tell you a lot about playing his former team. No touchdowns, nothing. So if you don't give Tua that, it's not really going to work out. Also, remember, they scored all their points, the Chiefs, in the first half. They were up 21-0, and then they didn't do anything in the second half. So offensively, there's still something to be desired there. But I do want to make sure everybody is very understanding about what I've been saying about the Chiefs. I've had concerns about their defense. I've had concerns about their offense. But defensively, for them to be able to maintain that type of speed, it always shows that, the Dolphins are pretty much, that track team situation doesn't always amount to wins in the NFL. That's what's special about it. And I'm going to tell you right now, the Dolphins are starting to look kind of, you know what I'm saying, bro? I don't know what they're doing. Like, who's really running the AFC East? The Bills kind of suck. The Dolphins suck. The Patriots suck. The Jets suck. Like, I don't know what they're doing over there, bro, but it is what it is. The Chiefs come away with the win. They're 7-2, and everything is looking good. The Vikings and the Falcons, very, very huge with Josh Dobbs, man. For him to go out there, dude, he didn't even know his receivers' names. He had no idea about the cadences. He had no idea what was going on with anything. And the man went out there and got a victory. Hopefully everything is going well with Kirk Cousins. It looks like he had a successful surgery, so we'll see what happens with him, going forward. The Falcons, though, I don't know what they're doing, man. Is it coaching, guys? Falcon fans, talk to me. Is it coaching? What's going on with that team, bro? I can't, I can't put my finger. I don't know what is happening right now? Because at first I thought that they were, that team that everybody was saying is going to do this, going to do that. And they're 4-5. So, yeah, we got to take a look at it. You know what I'm saying, bro? Taylor Heineke, though, 268 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I don't know what's going on there. But Josh Dobbs, man, he's been all over the place. 5 NFL teams? And he's able to do this. He had 7 carries for 66 yards and a touchdown. 31-28 Vikings. Dude, I don't look, bro. It is what it is, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. Do I really believe that in the NFC North the Vikings are gonna make noise without Kirk Cousins? No, but that's a big win right there, man, and it has to be recognized. The Cardinals and the Browns. Now everybody knows the Cardinals suck, right? I don't think we have to really dabble in that situation to kind of figure out, like, they've sucked all year. They got the 1 win. The Browns finally got Deshaun Watson back. To be honest, I don't know if I liked a lot of what I saw from him, but Amari Cooper, 5 receptions, 139 yards and a touchdown. That's always going to work out pretty well, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So that was really, really good to see. The Browns are 5-3. The Cardinals suck. They won 27-0. There's nothing to write home about with that game. They were supposed to beat the bad team, and that's what they did. Rams and the Packers. This was very disappointing to me because early on the Rams fooled me, and now I'm kind of angry about it because I thought they were a decent team. Then you get blown out by the Packers. Jordan Love had 228 yards with a touchdown. Aaron Jones, 20 carries, 73 yards, a touchdown. Musgrave, the tight end from Green Bay, 3 receptions, 51 yards, and a touchdown. Those were the key situations in that game. Again, I don't think the Packers are a good football team. You guys are saying it's LaFleur. I don't know what's going on. People leave comments and tell me that they have their ear to the ground over there, and they're saying that the coaching is the problem. I don't know what it is, but the Rams suck, and I'm back on that bandwagon. They just damn suck, and that's pretty much it. Commanders and the Patriots. I want to take a second, right, to talk about this game real quick, right? The Commanders are without two of the best pass rushers in the league. A lot of stuff is missing. Sam Howell, I don't really know what the hell he's doing most of the time, but he had 325 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. But Mac Jones, right? Who do you blame? I want to know what you guys think about this. Who do you blame about that last second tip pick? Was it just a bad throw, or is it on the receiver? Also, the earlier drops in the game when the receivers were just dropping it. I can't blame Matt Jones for this loss. The receiving core of this team sucks. And, tip picks are going to happen. And I understand, I'm going to go hard on Matt Jones. I think he does suck, but I can't blame him for this loss. I just can't. Wide open receivers, bro. That's why you get paid. You're wide open and just dropping the ball. I can't do that, dude. I can't blame the man for that. I'm sorry, dudes. I know you guys want to pile on him and dude, I got to be objective. If you're just a terrible quarterback, I get it. And like I said, I don't think Mac Jones is one of the best. He played very, very well this game, in my opinion, for all things being considered. And dudes are just dropping wide open passes. The Commanders are not really going to make any noise, I don't think, in the NFC East, because it's going to be between the Cowboys and the Eagles. But it's good to see them at 4-5. Other than that, I don't really know what's going on. But I got to just say that the Commanders, they played well for the most part. But the Patriots have absolutely won this game. Bill Belichick, right? I don't know how long we're going to give him a pass about everything that's going on before he's just fired instantly. I don't know. Like, bro, maybe he's earned it. You know what I'm saying? But if you guys want to start winning again over there in New England, I would probably take a look at firing that guy. The Bears and the Saints. The Saints were able to pull this out. Badgett is kind of garbage. I know it's a great story and people love those type of stories, but he's not good. And I'm starting to realize it, that the first game that he won was just like a whim. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, the dude is not actually good at football. And I was able to specifically see that with my own eyes by watching most of this game. The Saints are also not that good either. But, you know, they only lost by 7. So I guess you can say, you know what? Badgett is still playing pretty well. But I think the team may do better with Fields, in my opinion. 220 yards for Badgett, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 3 very, very bad interceptions. It is what it is. Do I believe the Saints are good? No. Do I believe they'll make the playoffs? It's a high possibility now with that heartbreaking loss that the Buccaneers took and the way that they've been playing. I don't know. But yeah, with Derek Hughes' car, I don't think that they're going to go far anyway. Seahawks and the Ravens. If you guys watch my content or, you know, on G Myers World for YouTube when I do my Madden content, you would know a lot of you guys were asking me about the Ravens versus Seahawks. And it's not only about, you know, the Ravens and Lamar Jackson's record against NFC teams. They're just a better team. And Geno Smith is just trash. And that's ultimately what it is. And nobody wants to listen to me when I tell you this. Geno Smith getting his money, I don't have a problem with it. If you've earned it, it is what it is. But I don't know what these coaches are looking at, because he is terrible. And he's always been terrible. And that's my point of view with it. When you least expect it, well, actually, no, when you most expect it. No, he's just going to let you down. Whichever way you want to put the wording with that, he's going to let you down regardless. And that's ultimately what it is. This was a butt kicking. It was nasty, and it just went wild for 37-3 in favor of the Ravens. Shout out to OBJ scoring his first Ravens TD on his birthday. Good stuff by you, man. Buccaneers and the Texans. We all know about CJ Stroud now, right? I think we got to say we all know his name, right? Honestly, everybody should know who he is at this point. 470 yards, 5 touchdowns. And the way that he sealed it was ridiculous. That pass to Tank Dell, let me tell you something, bro. I thought the Buccaneers had this game won. When this young man stepped up in the pocket and threw that hot laser, I was like, yo, bro, it is what it is. CJ Stroud is for real, man. That was very, very entertaining to watch. I loved it. I thought it was one of the more exciting games. Although the Buccaneers are not that good, you know, they're at 3-5. I think it was one of the better games of the day. And I thoroughly enjoyed that, man. It was really, really good stuff. Congratulations to CJ Stroud and all the Texans fans, man. You deserve this after getting away from Deshaun Watson. Sometimes it just works out. And I think he has a much bigger upside than Deshaun Watson, as long as he doesn't get massages. The Colts and the Panthers. The Colts somehow beat the hell out of the Panthers. Bryce Young is terrible, but he is a rookie. So before everybody starts going crazy, I understand that, but he was throwing some really bad interceptions. Actually, really nasty. Like, every time I kind of check back to the game, he was throwing another interception. It was pretty bad. But nobody expected the Panthers to do anything anyway. So, insto facto, it doesn't really matter. The Colts at 4-5, low-key, might make some noise, though. We got to keep an eye on that, to be honest. But other than that, it wasn't anything really exciting. A bad team lost, and that was it. Giants and the Raiders. New head coach. You know, starting QB O'Connell out there doing this thing. Jacobs with 2 touchdowns, 98 yards. Bro, it was pretty good stuff. Antonio Pierce? Is that his name? The guy that won a Super Bowl with the Giants, come back, playing his old team, beat the hell out of him, and everything was good to go. One of the things I don't understand, though, I know that you know, Danny Dimes is injured. I think that's his last snap that he'll ever play with the Giants. If he doesn't come back this year, I think they're just going to get rid of him. You know, pretty much he's shown that he's not good at football. But this was very impressive by the Raiders. I think the team has it's a different type of respect for Pierce. And I think the Raiders can actually do something with this type of coaching. because they played very, very well. And they didn't take their foot off the gas the entire game, which was very impressive. So I have to point that out as well. I thought that was very, very, it was good to watch. It was very, very good to watch. And ultimately, let's see what the Raiders do next week. But it was a real butt kicking. And why was Saquon Barkley in the game that late when they were getting blown out? Dabble might have to get fired a year after probably being coach of the year. He might have to get fired, bro. I'm not gonna keep Saquon in the game. They're down 30. It is what it is. Now, this is the game, and this is what the title is about: the Cowboys and the Eagles. Now, DEZ Bryant believes that the better team lost. This is the thing. I don't know how the better team loses. There were certain things that you may say the refs were involved with. There were certain calls that weren't made. I understand all that. But at the end of the day, the Cowboys had more than enough opportunity to beat the Eagles. Literally, Jalen Hurts did this on one leg. The dude was hurt at the end of the first half. Came back, looked like nothing was wrong with him. Probably got some cortisone. He was ready to go. This was a very, very good game, and they're going to have to do this again very soon. And it may turn out that the winner of this wins the Super Bowl. Remember, I told you that. It could turn out to be that type of situation. I'm just letting you guys know, because both of these teams are very, very talented, and I'm not going to come up on here and start bashing Dak Prescott, even though I think he's not I don't think he's one of the elites in the league, even with the game that he had. He played his butt off, bro, and you guys got to give him kudos for that. And look, dude, I was watching him play. I was like, yo, they might actually win. He had me convinced that they might actually win. Now, when he stepped out of bounds, with the 2-point conversion, stuff like that, it was a lot of hit and miss, a game of inches. CeeDee Lamb, 11 receptions, for 191 yards. Tony Pollard got to step it up, though, with 12 carries and 51. But I saw something yesterday that was very, very surprising. If Dak Prescott is able to play like this, he had 374 yards against his team. Other teams haven't even come close to doing that kind of stuff. So if he's able to play like this on a consistent basis, he may turn into what Jerry Jones paid for. But, prior to this, he wasn't really doing anything this year, honestly. But he actually played this game like it was his Super Bowl. And he came up short, but like I said, I cannot bash them. The Eagles did everything that they had to do to win. Nip, tuck, bro, the tush push, all that stuff, and it just worked out for them, bro. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? I keep telling you guys, the Eagles are dangerous because they win these type of games. They are very gritty. It's wild, bro. I'm telling you, it's something about this team. They don't have a hangover with the Super Bowl. They are ready to go. And like I said, I have to give credit to the Cowboys where it's due. They played Dak played his butt off, bro. I don't care what anybody says. I know it's going to be like, Stephen A. Smith, same old Cowboys, Shannon Sharp, whatever. Bro, he played his butt off, and he deserves some kudos for that. But obviously, we don't give kudos to losers, so at the end, the Eagles are the winners, and they have the best record of 8-1. Final game of the night, Bills and the Bengals. The Bengals came out, and Joey Burrow is starting to look like the Joey Burrow of old. Josh Allen wasn't as good as he could have been. He got that taunting penalty that he probably... I don't think the NFL should have that in the league. It's all grown men. I don't see what the point of it is, bro. If you can't handle that, you shouldn't be in the NFL. I don't know why they're making it like they're babies or whatever, but I didn't like that, just to put that on record. The Bills had a lot of ample opportunities to win this game. They were not able to do it. A lot of what I saw with the mobility and the movement outside the pocket, it looks like Burrow is finally looking to become healthy again. And the Bengals can be really dangerous when he plays like that. And I know they only won by 6, 24-18. This was a really, really good game, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? It was a really, really good game. And I want to see what happens. The Bills are now 5-4. And like I said, the AFC East is probably going to be run by them eventually. I think they'll take over. I don't believe in the Dolphins. So they're going to the playoffs. If they're able to just play the way that people feel Josh Allen can play, and that defense can step up, they're still scary. The Bengals, we don't know, because I don't think that they can take... If they could beat Kansas City, maybe, but are they good enough to get that done, even with Joe Burrow at top peak? I don't really know, guys. I really honestly don't know. But this was a really good Sunday Night Football game, and I enjoyed this as well. But we have to wait to see how it works out, guys. Honestly, if I had to guess right now, I would say the Bills go ahead and handle business in the AFC East. The Bengals most likely will win their division. It's going to be a very, very exciting playoff. And we're going to have a really, really good Super Bowl. But the whole thing from this game, Burrow seems to be back. Josh Allen has some work to do. The turnovers are really, really hurting him. And that's ultimately what I got from it. Burrow being back and Allen being the same old Allen. Very, very good when he's good, but he'll throw you a pick. And that's ultimately what he has to fix. I'll see you guys very, very soon for Thursday Night Football. Actually, no, Monday Night Football first, and then we'll go ahead and chop it up again. Always remember, you can download this, iTunes, iHeartRadio, G Miles World Podcast, Spotify, all that stuff. It's available for you guys. Put it on rotation. I'm going to holler at you boys and girls soon. You guys enjoy your day. Stay well, stay blessed. One love, y'all.